Well done. Some really good presentations I'm seeing so far. Some really nice background colors, some really good font colors. Some of your fonts are really nice and easy to read, and some really good, interesting styles as well. So well done. We're going to look at how we can add some images to our presentation in order to make our story a little bit more interesting. Now, what we need to remember is that all the images that we will be adding, they need to be relevant. The first thing they need to be is relevant to what is happening on that page. So if I head over to slide 2, once upon a time, there was a boy named Bob. Now, what would be a good image to go onto this slide? That's right, possibly a picture of a boy. Obviously, we will not know what his name is in the picture, but that's explained in the story. So how are we going to add an image? We're going to click on Insert as we want to insert something. We will head down to Image, and we need to think about where we will get the image from. We may have it from on the computer already. We may need to search the internet, or we may have one in our Google Drives. What we will do is we're going to search the web. Now, for me to get a picture of a young boy, I need to think about what I can type in. I may type in young boy. And this will bring me pictures off the internet that I may like to use. I may want to think about which one is the most relevant, or which one I may want to use in my story. Now, all of these or most of these are actually photographs. I may decide to use one of these, or I may want to refine my search a little bit more. What do I mean by refine? I mean being a little bit more specific so I can get more specific results. So I may get young boy, may type young boy. I might type in happy, and this should bring me boys who look happy. I may also type in cartoon. So this should bring me images which are cartoon of young boys. So I may think about which one I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this image here. Okay, now if you notice what I did was I took the image and I dragged it over onto my page. Okay, so I click my mouse down, I hold and I drag. Now luckily this image actually has a transparent background. What that means is it doesn't come up with a white background which doesn't really look too nice. Okay, so some of these images may come up with a white background, which isn't always ideal. But luckily, I have this nice one with a transparent background. Okay, if you add an image and you do not like it, you can click on the image and hit the delete button or the backspace button, and that should get rid of your image for you. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a boy named Bob. Now I've got this picture of Bob on my screen. I need to think about where is the best place for me to put him. I'm going to move him to the middle, but you may want to move him to the side. It's your choice. Bob received a gift from his mother, a balloon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a balloon to this image. However, I want the image on the other slide. So I'm going to click on this image. I could have searched this again off the internet, but we are going to learn something called copy and pasting. So depending on which device you're using, you may want to use Control and C to copy. If you're using something which is made by Apple, you may need to use Command and Z, or you may want to right click on the gentleman there. If you're using a mouse, you can right click, which is usually with your middle finger, or if you're using a touchpad, you may need to click with 2 fingers. That should bring up a menu and you have the copy option over here. We can head over to the next slide and I can right click again. I'm using a touchpad, so I'm going to use 2 fingers and paste. Okay, so it seems as if I did not copy that properly. So I'm going to try again. Copy and paste. There we go. Now I'm going to add another image, which is going to be of a balloon. So do you remember how we search for the balloon? Insert, image, search the web. And I'm going to search for balloon. Okay. Oh, how many balloons do I want? Let's find a nice image. What can I do to refine my search? I can add more words. I'm going to add the word cartoon. So now this has brought me some balloon images. So I'm going to drag this one. This one looks nice. Okay. Now, unfortunately, that has a white background. Okay. So I do not really want to keep that. Let's try this one. Again, another white background. Now I can keep that, but I don't really like the way it looks. So I've clicked on the image and I've clicked backspace. So what I can do is I can refine that even further by writing transparent or transparent background. Okay, now not all of these will be transparent either. So I may need to just find one which works for me. Okay, I'll use one of the ones with 3 balloons. Now I want it to look as if he's being given these balloons. So this little circle at the top, I'm going to come onto that. And as you can see, that's turned into a little target. I'm going to hold my mouse down and I'm going to move my mouse a little bit. So it's rotated the image. Okay. And what I could also do is I could add an image of his mother as well. So what we can do is we can go through and we can add more images to our story. And we can copy and paste some of them as well. I want it to look as if he's playing in his garden, so I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. So if I come to the edge of the box, I can simply make that smaller. Now I can do that from the edges. However, if I do it from the edge, it will squash the image in. So if I do it from the corner, as you can see, as I put my mouse over the corner, I now have 2 arrows. And I can click and hold down and drag that and make that smaller. Okay, until I get the size that I like. So now it looks as if he is playing with his balloon. Let's rotate that back. Again, that circle at the top, hold down and rotate. These numbers that you're getting, they're angles. You'll learn about angles later on. Okay, so let's... There we go. Okay, so you can carry on and get the images that you want. Okay, so please grab all the images for all of your slides. And now we should have a really nice story with some really nice pictures. The last thing we are going to do is we're going to make our title slide look really nice. Okay, so well done, and I will see you guys next week.